Welcome to ninth video in final accounts adjustment series. It's a different kind of a problem. Look at this. Mahindra Traders operates in an industry that has high rate of bad debts. On 31st March 2013, the accounts receivables showed a balance of 750,000 before any year-end adjustment, and the balance in the reserve of doubtful debts was 37,500. The year-end balance in reserve for doubtful debts accounts will be based on the following aging schedule. So you have days outstanding like less than 16, 16 to 30, and it goes up to over 75 respective amounts, and the probability of collection is also given. You have to find out the appropriate balance in reserve for doubtful debts account as on 31st March 2013. You have to show how debtors balance will be shown in the balance sheet. You have to calculate the effect of year-end adjustment on account of reserve for doubtful debts. Okay, so here they have given you what is the debtors, okay, which is 750,000, and they've also indicated that there is a high rate of bad debts, and that is also visible when you look at this data. So this 7,50,000 or 750,000 is divided into various age slabs. Of this 750,000, 450,000 is less than 16 days category, and the probability of collection is 0.99. It means 99% will be collected. So the possibility for bad debts in this is 1%. Because probability of collection is 99%, so 1%, that is 450,000 into 1%, that is 4,500, there is a possibility of bad debts. So for that, provision have to be created. Look at the second category, 16 to 30, amount is 150,000, so 94%, 0.94, it means 94% will be collected. So there is a possibility 6% will be defaulting. So 150,000 into 6% we have to arrive at, which would work out to somewhere like 9,000 or something. Okay, for that we have to make a provision. In the same way, we have to calculate all that. Okay, you have to find out the appropriate balance in reserve for doubtful debts. See, already the balance in reserve for doubtful debts is 37,500, but now we have to calculate in this pattern based on these figures, and we have to see what will be the balance at the end of the year based on what we are going to work out. Okay, and it's possible that it may be greater than this 37,500, in which case you have to make fresh provision, or it can be lesser than that, in which case you have to reverse that. Okay, so the task is you have to find out what is the appropriate balance in reserve for doubtful debts account. Then you have to show the debtors balance in balance sheet, in which case what we'll do, we'll take debtors, we'll deduct the reserve for doubtful debts. Then you have to calculate the effect of year-end adjustment on account of reserve for doubtful debts. It means if what you are calculating is greater than what is already available, then additional provision have to be created, which you have to debit in P&L, or if it is a reversal position, then you have to credit in P&L. Okay, let's look at that. So already the working is here. I'm going to explain part by part, so keep your focus. Days outstanding, amount, probability of collection, all these are given in the question. Okay, so it's just a reproduction. So we have to see how much provision is required. See, 99% is the collection, so 1% default for which provision is required. So 450,000 into 1% works out to 4,500. Then in the 16 to 30 category, 150,000 is the amount, 94% will be collected. It means 6% provision is required. 150,000 into 6% works out to 9,000. Then 75,000, probability of collection is 80%, so provision is required for 20%. 75,000 into 20% works out to 15,000. Then 45,000, probability of collection is 65, so provision required for 35%. 45,000 into 35%, 15,750. Then 61 to 75 days, 50% probability of collection, so 50% provision is required. The balance, so 15,000 into 50%, 7,500, and over 75, it is 15,000, and absolutely there is no probability of collection, so it is 0. It means entire 100% you have to make provision. So if you add all this, how much you get? You get 66,750. But what is the opening reserve for bad and doubtful debts? It is 37,500. So look at this. It will be seen that existing provision is standing at 37,500, whereas the required provision what we have calculated now is 66,750. So the difference is provided in P&L. That is 66,750 minus 37,500. Difference works out to 29,250. So additional provision is required. So this should be made as year-end adjustment. This will be made as year-end adjustment. Okay. So what will be the balance in reserve for doubtful debts? The balance is this 66,750. That's what you see as item A. Appropriate balance in reserve for doubtful debts account on 31/3/2013 is 66,750. Then how it will be presented in balance sheet? Look how debtors is going to be presented. Let's see. Debtors amount will be shown as under outstanding debtors is 750,000. Of that, already some provision is created. With that, some addition should also be provided. So reserve for doubtful debts already available is 37,500. Additional provision we have to create now 29,250. So that will make the overall provision as 66,750, and this 66,750 will be deducted from this debtors. That's why we are writing less here. So 750,000 minus 66,750, what you get is 683,250. So this is going to be the net debtors, and this is how it will be presented in the balance sheet. And the third question is how it will affect the P&L. Let's see what was the third question. You have to calculate the effect of year-end adjustment on account of reserve for doubtful debts. Basically the difference of 29,250. How we got the difference? That is 66,750 is the provision required. What was already available is 37,500. So already we calculated this 29,250, right? So the effect of additional provision of 29,250, it will be debited to P&L, so it will reduce the profit for the year. Okay. So that's about this problem. In this problem, we have understood how to arrive at the overall provision amount by looking at the base figures. And if you like this video, please click on that like button and comment if you like it, and also please share so that your friends can also learn from this. Thank you.